Hi guys. So for today's Pick a Crystal, I decided that I would discuss whatever page I stopped at by skimming. So the book is The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself. So I stopped at the chapter 8, Let Go Now or Fall. And then I was like, okay, well, that's not really helping me. You know, it's just a chapter. So then from that chapter, I stopped at a random page. And I want to just read these 3 paragraphs. And then from there, we're going to discuss what type of reading we're going to do. And then you guys can pick a crystal, okay? So, in order to live by this law, you have to understand its principles. First, you must be aware that there is something within you that needs to be released. You must then be aware that you, the one who notices the stuff coming up, are distinct from what you are experiencing. You are noticing it, but who are you? This place of centered awareness is the seat of the witness, the seat of self. That is the only seat from which you can let go. Let's say you notice that something in your heart gets hit. If you let go and stay in the seat of awareness, what you are noticing will pass. If you don't let go and instead get lost in the disturbed feelings and thoughts that arise, you'll see a sequence of events unfold so quickly you won't know what hit you. If you don't let go, you'll notice that the energy that got stimulated in your heart works like a magnet. It's a phenomenally attractive force that will pull your conscious into it. The next thing you know, you won't be there. You won't maintain the same perspective of awareness that you had when you first noticed the disturbance. You will leave the seat of objective awareness from which you saw your heart begin to react, and you will get involved in the shifting energies coming from your heart. Sometime later, you'll come back and realize you weren't there. You'll come back and realize that you were totally lost in your stuff. Then you will hope that you didn't say or do anything you'll regret. You will. You'll look at the clock and 5 minutes will have gone by, or an hour, or even a year. You can lose your clarity for quite some time. Where did you go? How did you come back? We will address these questions shortly, but what really matters is that when you are seeing clearly, you are not going anywhere. You're simply sitting in the seat of centered awareness, watching your stuff get hit. As long as you're watching, you're not getting lost in it. The key is to understand that if you don't let go immediately, the disturbing force of the activated energy draws the focus of your consciousness. As your consciousness gets immersed in the disturbance, you lose your clear seat of self. It happens instantaneously. So I wanted to discuss this in regards to what you need to currently let go in your life. Because a lot of us do this, and a lot of us have this huge issue with, well, how do I let go? How do I do this? Because our emotions kick in, right? So when I read the line, as long as you're watching, you're not getting lost in it. This is what always fucks me up when I think about healing properly, whatever properly is, right? That's when you're like doing all the proper healing work and like not reacting, blah, blah, blah. So not getting caught up in your feelings. Now, when I say that, it's like, don't let your emotions control you. Like if you're hypersensitive, you know, and you're, so like, let me give you an example. So when my relationships would end, and I always noticed this, and I thought this was crazy. It always took me 90 days to get over a guy. I swear to you. I swear to you on everything. I don't know how this was a thing, but it was always the same time frame. 3 months. 3 fucking months. It didn't matter how much time I was with them. Like what I mean by that is I could have been with my boyfriend for a year. I could have been with him for 3 years. I could have been with him for 5 years. 3 months. And to me, that was torturous. It was painful. It was, I want to just be over this already, because that's that Aries energy. We want it now. That's one of our karmic lessons in this life, is patience. And then to heal, you need to understand your own feelings, right? So to me, that was for far too long. And then I'd hear these other stories of my friends, and, you know, I'd hear their pain for far longer. They would still be thinking about a guy or entertaining their exes. And I literally, no, I shit you not, I could never understand that. Just because with Aries, and it's also a mix of, because of my Gemini placements as well. It's like, for me personally, like, I'm either in it or I'm completely out, like completely withdrawn. So, which is why I'm always used to be in those on again, off again relationships, because I was in it. But then, like, once I was over it, I'm like, oh, I'm out, like, we're done. Which would be a total shock to these guys, because they thought they had it like that, you know? And it's like, no, you never had it like that. But in their defense, it's like, how many warnings can they get before they actually take you seriously? You know, you're constantly saying, I'm leaving. This time I'm leaving. This time I'm serious. And then it's like, you're there, and they already know. They know how to mask it a little better, that they know you're not going anywhere. But it's also their mistake, right? For like taking advantage of that and not actually doing anything about whatever needed to be worked on. So when I think about this, I used to hear my friends, I used to hear their stories about how they weren't over these guys for years. And I would be like, years? Like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I could never imagine that pain. Oh, like, but everybody's different with how they take breakups, right? Like, in some sense, like, we all go through very similar things, like the overall energy, just in different ways. So a heartbreak is still a heartbreak. You can't take that away from all of us. We all know what that feels like. Shit, garbage. But, you know, for an Aries, like, and this is what a lot of people don't realize about us unless you date one of us and had a good experience. We come off as that we don't care, you know? We don't care, you know, it's our ego. You? Who? What's your name again? You know, like, you know, that's the unevolved fire sign. But when we care and when we love somebody and it doesn't work out as planned, because we're thinking about a minute, we're just like, we're committed. We're those, actually, I can't speak for all Aries, just because I feel like when you read up on our sign, it actually does not say that. So I'll just speak for myself. It's like, we're that committed person. Like, we're in it to win it. We see a future with you. We expect loyalty. You know, that's an Aries thing, like loyalty, loyalty, loyalty in every kind of way possible. If someone's talking shit about us, you better have our fucking back. If there's another pretty girl in the room, obviously pretty is pretty, right? We can't deny what it is, but you better not be checking her out. Like, what the fuck? Like, excuse me, like, you're with me, you know? But I think about all the feelings that go into that, and that can't just be erased, you know, when it's over. It's like, it's literally a death. It's literally a death. You're mourning a death. You're mourning your dreams that you had with this person. You're mourning the person itself, because the person's no longer in your life, and the person was a part of your life for a reason. There was something, no matter how it went down, right? Because I think it was Will Smith who said this, but I think he said about it, I think he said, he was talking about movies, to be honest, but it works the same way. The ending is, I'm gonna botch it, but basically what he was saying was, the ending, however it went down, is like going to be the overall energy as to how that relationship was. So if it went down in flames, you know, that's how you're going to remember it. You're not going to remember like the good times, at least instantly. You're going to think back to, fuck that person, you know? So with an Aries, with me, I'm sorry, when things go down, it is a death. It's the end of the fucking world for me personally. It is. And also more so just for me personally, I can't speak for other people. My North Node, which is part of my destiny, what makes my soul completely happy, like it's fullest light, whatever, you know what I mean. It's also in the 5th house, which means that I'm literally meant to be with my soulmate. I'm looking for my soulmate. You know, it's part of my mission. But, you know, after I do my own thing, because the 5th house is part of romance, children, creativity, you know, which is why I got those childlike vibes besides being an Aries itself. So it's like supposed to be, my mission in this life is, what will make my soul happy is being like this spiritual, childlike warrior. That's what will make me happy. And then, you know, once I fulfill that, it's like, and then having my soulmate, because, you know, I have to. So, so for some people, the ending of a relationship is much more tragic to others, like how they handle it. So I never handle it well, never. During those 3 months, it is a disaster, like disaster. It is like, I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about everything, all the red flags I ignored. I'm thinking about everything I did wrong, everything they did wrong, everything I did right, everything they did right. It's just everything and anything. So basically, I'm thinking of everything most people do in order to heal in a rushed type of way. And I never realized it. I never realized what I was doing because I was doing it through my subconscious mind. I've been pushing myself. And this is why I'm always talking about that subconscious mind, that it's doing things, it's playing out in your everyday life in ways that you don't even realize, you're not even aware of. And it stems from childhood, it stems from heartbreak, it stems from traumatic experiences. So when you have a childhood where you feel abandoned, or like everything you said, it's like everybody's always telling you, no, that's not what happened, it's not what happened, it's not. And, you know, depending, you know, there's specific placements in my natal chart where basically people have the habit in my life where they're constantly telling me what it is I meant to say. They're constantly telling me what it is I really am thinking, but not actually thinking. So, which is why there's more of this rebellion, so to speak, later on in my life, because it's like, I'm going to speak my fucking mind because I'm tired of others speaking for me. And it just comes out in a little over dramatic way because my North Node is in the 5th house, Leo energy. But it's actually in Pisces for me. So it's going to come out in a spiritual #warrior like way. So warrior because I'm an Aries, and childlike because it's a Leo energy. So subconsciously, I don't want to feel this pain. I don't want it dragged out. I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel this. And I didn't realize this. I just thought I would be obsessing over these people just because I love them. And then I shit you not by that. And I don't even, it's not like I'm counting the day, even the next relationship. And then when that relationship ended, I wouldn't be like, okay, countdown begins. Like, I did not notice this was the trend until, I don't know, maybe the 4th relationship. I don't even remember. But there seriously was. It would be by the 3rd month, like clockwork, I was done. And when I say I was done, I don't mean like kind of, sort of done, like one toe in, the rest of the feet out, the rest of the toes out. Oh my God, I don't know why I said toes. I'm sorry, I'm weird. So one foot in, the other foot out. I was about to say the rest of the feet out. That would be weird. You'd have to see a doctor in that case. Sorry. So anyway, my point is that this is gonna fuck you up later on in life, because that's not good. That is that's not healing. Okay. So my point that I'm always trying to make to people is that there are these people with tempers, people with anger issues, who deal with healing differently. So when I've been like trying to speed this, you know, in my eyes, healing up, which I didn't know what I was doing really back then, because it's not like I was in touch with myself like that. I didn't realize that what I was doing was focusing on everything that went on and feeling it, being in it, being wrapped the fuck in it like a fucking tornado, like a fucking twister for all to see. Because again, Midhaven is Cancer, so that's social media, so people will know all the time how I feel. And I'm okay with that because you're helping somebody somewhere be themselves, so I really don't care. But you're obsessing over everything, you're feeling everything in a way that you don't have to feel it. You're angry one minute, sad the next, obsessively thinking about them, making decisions based around them. Like, I remember this one time, there was this guy, the narcissist. Well, when I say they're all narcissists, I'm referring to my exes. They are specific narcissists, not like every guy's a narcissist. I do not believe that at all. So just to be clear there. But the one with the most narcissistic energy of all, he was this partier, like literally Monday nights, guys' night, Wednesday nights, you know, I don't know, $2 off bottled beers, let's go. And then would still be out Friday through Sunday, you know, like, and then would cancel on me because boys' nights, you know, so it's like, then I had that trauma of making sure guys, you know, would hang out with me on the weekends because I learned that sometimes this was a thing. This was a thing. If they're not hanging, guys, sometimes, sorry to call guys out, but listen, I may be helping a woman out there. If you are never seeing a guy on a Saturday, they're intentionally doing that. I want you to know that. There are some people out there. It may not be the case, but if you feel like something's up, look into it. I'm telling you, it's oddly a thing. People are fucking weird. So anyway, and selfish. So I would realize that I would feel like I'd be all over the fucking place. I'd be up, down, up, down, up, down, like a fucking research project, you know, a data report, whatever. And then all of a sudden by 3 months, I'm good. Literally, I'd come out of my bedroom door, I'd be like, life's good again, you know, like I'm good. And again, this is energy. It's weird how life works when I'm talking about energy, and I feel like some people get it and some people don't. I feel like most people get it at surface level, right? Like good vibes, right? Because they're talking about energy. You can feel somebody's energy when they walk in a room. That person's a good person. I just feel it, you know? But that's surface level. Like, don't take it a step further because then you're fucking weird, you know? But I'm going to take it a step further. People can feel when you're over them. People can feel when you're doing good, okay? That's when they come back. And that is when you're being tested again from your spirit guides. That is a test. Yes, you're being tested. It's part of your journey. You have to learn in this life. So you're going to be tested again. And like clockwork, after the 3rd month. So during the 90 days, these guys were nowhere to be found. Not at all interested in me. I'd be like, we had a future together. Oh my God, I saw a baby. I thought we were going to get married in a house. And they didn't give a fuck. They were out fucking other broads. They were out looking to get other broads. They were out with their guys. They were doing this. They were doing that. I wasn't a thought. And if I was, it was them making fun of me. Legit, talking shit. All of them were shit talkers. All of them were gossipers. You attract the same type of people a majority of the time when you have, when you're in like repetitive cycles. When you're constantly in that same issue again, just with a different person, usually that person, whether they physically look like your exes or not, it's the same, very similar energy to these people. So I was not a thought unless they were talking shit, you know, like, oh, would you consider giving her another chance? Fuck no, she was crazy. Never again. Funny how that works out. Funny how energy works, because by the 3rd month, you know who'd be knock, 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 knocking on my fucking door? These people who would either make a decision they didn't want to be with me. Honestly, listen, I know this is going to sound very egotistical, but I think I was only broken up by one person, and it was the narcissist. I mean, everybody else cheated on me, so I feel like, you know, they technically broke up with me, but not really. Like, they were willing to stick it out and never tell me that I was cheated on. So up in the air, I guess. But okay, so So these other guys that technically I ended it with, but because they either cheated on me or because I was just like, you treat me like garbage, or like, you don't treat me the way I deserve to be treated. But then I'd be boo-hooing over it because like there were those abandonment issues. Like somewhere in my warped perception, in my subconscious mind, I expected these individuals to chase me. Why? Why would I want that? Why would I want that to chase me? You know, because it's like I'm trying to solve an issue from childhood. It's all fucked up, really. It's like, because I wasn't getting some type of love I needed in childhood. You know, I wasn't, nobody gave a fuck during childhood. And it's like, it's crazy because I was surrounded by so many adults as a child. And there was only like 1 or 2 adults that actually really gave a fuck. And for some reason, I let that affect me. And that's part of one of my karmic lessons in this life. To not give a fuck who loves me and who doesn't. Because I need to love myself. And when you love yourself, you're going to bring in other people who love you too. So when you stop caring about these people, that's when they come back. And I know, not to get off too topic, but I know a lot of people, because I was once this person as well, are always, I don't want to say tormented over that. Like, okay, but are they going to come? Are they going to come? Are they going to? Do you want them back? Like, and I know if you're not over that person, you're thinking yes, but it's like in the back of your mind, you know better. Like, I shouldn't, but it's like, you're right, you shouldn't, because there's a reason it ended. So during the 90 days, so when that energy, when you're actually over somebody, they feel that, and it's, I want to put this out there. It's not always a game. It's not always I'm going to see what she's doing to go fuck up her life. It's not like always a conquest, an ego booster. Honestly, a majority of the time it is. It is. You have to apply common sense here. But how it works is they will know when you're feeling better, doing better, and then it just makes them like curious, like, well, why is she happy? Why is she happy now that I'm out of her life? Like, why? I want to know. And then they come back and it's like, if you were to find out that that's the reason that they're coming back, how would you feel about that? That the reason is not, I really fucking miss her. I fucked up. I love her. I really want to give this a shot. Do you hear the 2 different energies? Let me just repeat it again. Why is she so happy? What's going on in her life? Is she seeing other people? What's going on? I don't understand. I'm not in her life. She was like all boo-hooing just like for a while there. She was acting crazy. Versus, I fucked up. I really miss her. I really love her. I want to give this another shot. It's usually not the second one. It just isn't. And how you can discern that is by their energy. You just can. Energy is energy. Energy doesn't lie. The people can lie, and then you can discern. You can discern through that. So, regarding letting go, it's, you know, people have to heal how they have to heal, right? That's that's like what I'm an advocate for. That nobody should be dictating like, that's fucked up, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, that's not how you heal, just let that person go. No, I think as long as you feel like you know what you're doing, what's going to make you feel better. I mean, let's again apply common sense. You know, doing fucked up shit is not the right answer. Like, it's just not. What I mean is like expressing yourself and communicating clearly how it is you feel and why it is you feel that way. But what they're trying to say in the book is regarding letting go, that someone could have hurt you, broken you as a fucking person, And again, I'm not going to talk too much about this, but it obviously goes deeper than that. It really has to do with you as a person, right? Because nobody can break us unless we allow it. It's only us. It's us getting in our head, but that's a whole other topic. So being able to let go of somebody is recognizing, seeing, right? I told you I was pretty much analyzing everything that went on and thinking about it and contemplating it and going over and over. That's where the overthinking will hurt you. So it's like the book is saying, don't do that to yourself. See, definitely reflect, look back at what has happened, and then don't look back again, because then you're staying in an old timeline. You're then overthinking it, and then you're hurting yourself, and then you're not living today. You're not living for you. You're just reflecting back on what was. You're supposed to be learning from those experiences as to what it taught you. If you feel like you fucked up or that person fucked up, yeah, maybe that is what happened. But like, that's what happened right there. You see right there? That's, noticing what happened, accepting it, and then just going forward, not doing anything else with it. And that's really hard to do. And I always thought that that's what I was doing my whole life. But really, it's like once it got to that point of realizing what it was, like what it is now, I would block that out. I would block it out and not deal with those emotions of grieving the loss, because that would mean it's a loss forever. And that was too much. That was too deep. That was like, whoa, I'm already like a roller coaster. It's been like 90 days of complete chaos. It's like a fucking carnival over here. But now you want me to deal with accepting that this is never going to happen again? No. So then at that point, I would block it. I would just block it out and not think back about the past ever again. And to be honest with you, that's what truly helped me never take back these assholes. I gotta be honest with you. It really did help me, saved me, truly saved me from going back to these people who didn't give a fucking shit about me. The one guy, he was a Leo. I'm just going to call it like it is. He was the Leo. And I'm not saying all Leos are like this, but he was the Leo. He was the most traumatizing person I have. Literally, I can tell you so much about narcissists all because of him. The most selfish, self-absorbed person I ever met. And he literally wanted, was not, I don't want to say it's not that he wasn't interested in me. It's just that it's like when we were good, it was fun. We're two fire signs. It was, oh my God, this is crazy. A majority of the time, it was complete and total bullshit. It was just somebody who wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. And then you had somebody who, because he was unevolved, but so was I. I just wanted to be with him all the time. Where was my own life? I get it, but at the same time, he was literally just god awful, on so many different levels. Oh my God, so awful. But he didn't want to be with me in the end. So he ended up cheating on me, whatever, caught him. Because I did not want him in the end, he then was telling himself he wanted me. He wanted a brand new start with me. He thought we could really make it work this time. It got to the point where he literally followed me after work. It got to the point where he was obsessively calling me. I blocked him on everything and he would be emailing me. And I was just actually, that's funny. Again, not knowing I was psychic, I knew he was going to email me, and then he emailed me. That's funny because I remember thinking of this one dramatic scene with Sex and the City. Anyway, sorry. So But you see how the mind works? Like this guy, genuinely, even looking back, and even back then, I knew he didn't care about me. But I wasn't willing to let go because I still cared about him. So shame on me. But because I told him no, it's to that type of person, to that type of egotistical person, you know, they're just like, wait, you're saying I can't have you? I can't. So you're saying I can't? Oh, well, now I want you. But it's like, they actually don't. And they don't even realize this about themselves. They really, like, he could have talked to anyone back then during that short period and would have been like, no, man, like, I realize I fucked up. I'm in love with her, blah, 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 blah. And then finally, once like he realized like it was just not gonna happen, then rational thinking came into his mind, most definitely. I don't doubt it for a second. Him realizing, no, we were terrible together. It would have never worked. Yeah, no shit. So you have to, when a breakup happens, you have to mourn the person, you know, because it's a death. You know, you get attached to these people. You get attached to the projection that you created in your mind with this person, the future, right? And it's all dead. It's literally like an old TV, what do they call those? Tape. Sorry, I don't know why I do these things. It's just dead. It's gone. Dead and gone, just like Justin Timberlake's beautiful song. So, and that's hard to accept. So I feel like it's a mix of not truly blocking it out, like ignoring how you feel, but seeing what's going on and then playing a mind game with yourself to get yourself to where you need to be and just not thinking about it. You see it and you don't acknowledge it. What do I mean by that? You see it in your mind, like your thought, it's coming in, that person, the situation that happened, feeling bad or feeling like shit, whatever it is, and then forcing yourself to think of something else. Forcing yourself. It's almost like you're blocking it out. So, with that being said, what is going to be the question? I think I already said it, but I already forgot. So pile 1, if you feel like this crystal resonates with you, feel free to fast forward by clicking the link below to pile 1. Pile 2, if you feel like this crystal resonates with you, click pile 2. Click the link to pile 2. I guess we just keep it real simple. What do you need to let go at this time? All right, so we're gonna move ahead with pile 1. What do you need to let go? Pile 1. You need to let go. What do you need to let go? I'm seeing a door. I feel like I'm seeing a dog. A dog, but something's behind the dog. I feel like I'm definitely seeing somebody. But there's clouds. It's not really cloudy, but it's cloudy enough. So there's some type of illusion with this. What do you need to let go? What do you need to let go? I feel like I'm seeing somebody hold a torch in a mouth, like a mouth open, and somebody, oh, what do they call that when somebody dies and they, it's like ashes and they, I don't even know if it's a thing, like in real life. I've seen this in the movies. The shovel, and they got something in the shovel and they're just like on the person in a casket, you know? But this is going on in somebody's mouth, so follow along. We'll figure it out together. What's the symbolism here? I feel like this one wants to come out. Oof, the tower in reverse. So there's the, I guess the fire, right? The smoke I was talking about. What did I say I saw before? A dog opening a door. So it's in reverse. Okay, so avoiding something. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? Wait, I felt like I was seeing, I forgot to say, a crystal in the mouth as well before the shovel and the torch with the fire. So what do you need to let go of? Healing. What do you need to let go of? Speaking. Healing something through speaking and burying it, but you're avoiding. And before that was a door. Door opens. Trust and loyalty. Ooh, 10 of Cups. What do you need to let go of? The illusion that you can have a fairy tale ending with somebody. This pile I need to let go of. Ooh, ugh. Trying to, I feel like analyze every word. Somebody trying to break something down. What do you need to let go of? Judging? I'm seeing commitment. Something about commitment. Like you think you know, but what do you need to let go of? Oh, wait, hold on. What do you need to let go of? That's interesting. Something about commitment. Balancing out your heart and your mind. Are you avoiding commitment? Avoiding commitment will take away your power. There's like some type of, oh, I get it now. You need to let go of you have some flawed thinking about what commitment looks like. I get it now. Yeah, 3 of Wands in reverse. I think you feel like if you commit, your freedom will be taken away from you. So it's like you're avoiding the uninevitable. But it's like you should just commit to your person. Let me see if I see anything else. So what I'm seeing is that like you're not sure about something, but I think deep in your heart you are sure. And I think you should just go with that. And just, you know, usually when 3s come up, it could mean third parties. I would just look at that as possible temptation, and then I would avoid that temptation and focus on this. This is more important. A family will give you real confidence. It'll uplift your power, because you're working towards something. So I feel like you should focus on that and stop avoiding it. And I don't think you should be wandering elsewhere. Even privately. It's emotional cheating, and it's not cool. So that's what I got for you. I hope that helped. And best of luck to you. Okay, pile 2. What should you let go? What should you let go? I feel like I'm seeing a puppy in a cage. And it's like giving you a frisbee, something like that. What should pile 2 let go? I'm just seeing you play with a dog. I'm seeing a washing machine now. Okay. Ooh. Checking the filter in, I guess it's a dryer. What should you be letting go? I'm seeing a bunch of plants. Knight of Pentacles. What should you... Oh, that's funny. I said I saw a bunch of plants. So Knight of Pentacles, it's earth energy. It's slow, methodical movement. And plants, earth energy, growing. A dog in a cage, and you playing with a dog, and then the dryer, the filter. What do you need to let go? Nine of Pentacles, again, earth energy, and then King of Cups, water energy. So Nine of Pentacles, this is like looking at the fruits of your labor. What do you need to let go? I feel like just from how these cards are, I feel like they tell us stories so easily. Knight of Pentacles is slow, methodical movement. Nine of Pentacles is looking at the work, like the fruit of your labor, all the work you've put in. And then you got King of Cups is a balanced person. You may not want to let go of a relationship where you put so much work into. That's usually what holds us back. It's usually what keeps us sucked in, because that's our ego at the end of the day talking. It's not like our soul, it's not our mind and heart working together in a balanced form. It's because we don't want to have walked away knowing our time was wasted, but it's never wasted. It's like we learn something every time. All right, let me channel. What do you need to let go? seeing trees. There's definitely like something on the tree. I can't see it though. It's like it's energy, but I see it's like outline. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's this relationship where it's like you feel like you are seeing results from the work you put into it, but you feel like there's something not right about it. Ooh, I don't like that. I saw a wolf dressed in sunglasses. So there's something you can't trust about this. That's usually how it goes down, unfortunately. It's like you don't want to believe it, but... Filtering. There was a dryer, and you took out the filter. I feel like you don't want to believe your own intuition, because then it leads you to step away from a relationship that you put a lot of work into. Because this is, look, there's one pentacle here. One pentacle. And then there's 9 over here. So this is like time was put in and results were shown. No, I definitely saw the washing machine, and then it turned to a dryer with a filter. That's why there's a washer. Kylo. Kylo. Okay. Can you stop? He's so ridiculous. Ooh, I'm seeing it, the cemetery. Bury it. Yeah. It's the same message coming out in different ways. Never stay in a relationship where it's like you put in time and effort and you see, it's like, what, oh my God, what was that one song? I don't think I even liked the song, but the lyric hit home and I was like, yes, I felt that. Where it's like the guy that you told should go to therapy, you even found the therapist for him, and he goes and he's doing better, and then he's with somebody else. It's like, you're welcome. You're fucking welcome. It's like low key, it's like you both know on some type of level it's because of you. You do, whether you ever hear it or not. It doesn't matter. You already know because it's your intuition. But it's like sometimes it's because of that, right? Oh my God, what's that other lyric? Is it Beyonce or Cardi B? Which one? Oh my God, it's fucking profound as fuck. But it's not like profound, but it's deep. Where it basically, I think it's Beyonce, where she basically talks about all the time she's invested in this guy. Oh, it's Cardi B. The one song, we all know that song. And if you don't know that song, it doesn't even matter if you're into rap or not. Her lyrics are deep as fuck. Yeah, it's that one song. Be careful with me. Is that what it is? Or be careful? Look up those lyrics if you don't know it already. Cardi B, be careful with me. I probably have the song wrong, but Google will correct you. It may not be that song, but honestly, it doesn't matter. That song's lit. That song still applies here, because it's like all that time and energy you put into someone, and for what? Like to see that person, to see another person, another female with that guy getting the results because you put it into them, because you put all that healing energy into them. And you're in the background, you're just like, interesting. You're welcome. Much love and prosperity. You know, but it's like you rather be in the background and turned around and not looking in the rear view mirror. I'll tell you that much, because that shit will drive you crazy, because it makes no fucking sense. Because you know what the truth is? First off, the truth is stranger than fiction. Second of all, he just didn't want you that bad. He just didn't. He wants the other person, either the ex or the new person that doesn't know about these traits that were terrible about this person. You know what I mean? Like, it's why you can't go into these relationships where it's like, and some of us really do get duped in the very beginning. Like, we think we know who they are, and then it's like slowly but surely we see like who they really are. But then it's our bad for staying with these people and then trying to change these people. Sometimes it actually does work once you're gone. And then the other woman reaps the rewards. Honestly, you wouldn't be reaping those rewards with that person. You just wouldn't. Why? It really does. It stems from that subconscious mind. I think something clicks in that person's mind where they know it's because of you. And it's like that takes away from them, because it's like a man will never ask for help. They don't want to ask for help. They need to go do it themselves. And they know that you gave them that help in their mind. Therefore, it will make them feel less of a man. And you could just like not even act that way. You may not even act masculine, you know? You may act extremely like the divine feminine. It just won't matter. That's why you have to get healthy relationships. That's why you have to. It's just not worth it. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope that helped in some kind of way. I hope that resonated with you guys. And y'all, bye.